Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Elizabeth and this is the Joyful Sojourn, a community of people that love stationery and planning and doing things creatively on paper. And if that sounds like your kind of people, you are welcome here. Subscribe to the channel, come hang out again, and yeah, just join us. Today we are decorating the Hemlock and Oak Weekly Minimalist Planner. No, let's re-say that. The Hemlock and Oak Minimalist in the B5 size, which is a vertical planner that I'm using for basically like a bigger view of my week for my family and for various like work tasks. So this is catching a lot of stuff for me, but because it's in a B5 size, I have lots of real estate for decorating. It's one of my favorite planners to decorate and I'm having fun with it. So we're going to decorate the week of January 5th in my planner, and we're going to use new items from Planything. Planything is Amber's shop. She's located in the Netherlands and she frequently sends me stickers to play with and to show to you guys in case you want to purchase them. I do have a discount code for you. It is Joyful10. Joyful10 will save you 10% off of your purchase. But what I'm showing today is her January monthly subscription. She has two subscriptions, the planner subscription and the washi tape subscription. And let me grab some water. I should have taken a sip first. What she's changing for 2026 is they typically bill and ship starting the 15th of every month. She's getting back to a January or a first of the month cycle. So starting today, January 1st, the subscriptions will renew to a new design. And you don't get sneak peeks in advance, so it will auto bill and you'll auto ship on the first of every month. So I am revealing this on the day that it releases. So if you want to pick this up, you purchase in the month of January. If you subscribe in the month of January, this is the collection that you will be getting. So I'm pretty sure you can sign up anytime in January, and this is what you will get for January 2026. So there are two different subscriptions. We'll look at both, and then we will use one for setting up my weekly spread. And one note, so since she's located in the Netherlands, there's been lots of questions about tariffs. I touched on this briefly last month, but what she's done on the website, if you are a US shopper, the prices that you see on the website will include the tariff. And so, or the tariff fees. And so you're not going to pay any more to get it to your door. You're not going to, pay a release or anything. So the planner subscription is $35, but it's $40.25 with the tariffs. So she's providing both prices so that you understand what the base is and what the tariff price is. That's important so that basically out the door, it's $40.25. So it's $35 plus the tariffs. For the Washi subscription, it's a $15 subscription. So she has shoppers international. So the reason I'm also providing both is because if you're located in the Netherlands or in the UK, where tariffs might be different, the price is $15. The US tariffs make it $17.25. Hope I'm making sense. I don't understand all of it. I'm just regurgitating information that I've learned. So let's take a look at the Washi subscription first, because I'm pretty sure I'll use the planner subscription for setup today. But the Washi subscription for January 2026 is called Pastel Ambiance. And I did already open this to swatch it, but I wanted to show you what the packaging looks like. Her packaging is always cute. The paper is double-sided. So you could rip this up and do like junk journaling if you like to do memory keeping with your orders. So you get 6 washi tape in your subscription. So $17.25 with tariff cost is pretty darn 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So it's what, under $3? Yeah, so it's about, $3 per washi tape, but you get a full, see, I don't do math. My mom still teases me to this day that I don't know my multiplication tables, and I worked in higher ed for 20 years. Don't judge. I'm good with color and creativity and words. I'm not so good with math and science, okay? So here is the set of Pastel Ambiance. Very, very pretty. So we have a 1.5 centimeter roll, and this is, are we focusing? I feel like we're not. Butterflies. I did swatch these out. We have florals, and then we have a bunch of textures. So we have a, come on baby, striped. We have, this is my favorite. It's almost like splotchy ink, rainbow sherbet meets boardwalk textures. I don't know, that this one is my favorite of the set. We have a pink grid. Pink grid is all, well, grid in general is so good in every spread if you find the right color. And then we have a scallop, which is a very soft, like muted orange. So you get all 6. 2 of them are 1.5 centimeter and 4 of them are 0.8 centimeter. And let's slide this in here so you can see it. Here you can see the way that they look. Pretty, right? And I will say, given the width of the 2 wide ones, you can rip them. So if you wanted, the butterflies are in rows basically. So you've got like yellow and white butterflies and blue and pink butterflies on one strip. So if you wanted to rip, you could actually make a narrower washi and have like different colors of butterflies if you wanted to. But see how this one, Amber, if you're watching this, I would love a 1 month subscription. Oh, or girl, let's talk. We could collaborate on like we could do a Planything X, the Joyful Sojourn of like what my perfect like monthly subscription would be, and I could design the washi or something. But I love alcohol ink and paint splatter and textures like that. So this one definitely scratches that itch. I think that is so pretty. And then we're not going to spoil the other ones yet. So that is the January 2026 washi subscription. And you don't have to get this and the other one. You know, it's its own subscription. You can get both if you want to, but they are a standalone. So this is the planner subscription. Again, like the paper is so pretty. And then the interior, so pretty. This I have not looked at. All I did was slide out the washi tape so I could pre-swatch it. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, these colors. Oh. So again, I had already seen these because I swatched them, but I did not see these. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm excited. Okay. So we're going to have to listen to some plastic opening. I apologize. So you get 3 washi in the planner subscription. It is unique to the planner subscription. So there are no overlaps between the washi monthly and the planner monthly. So we've got a soft brown. It's not scallop. It's kind of scalloped. It's kind of like ruler tick marks. Then we have a green grid. And then this is my favorite from this set, the wider vertical stripe. Not enough stationery companies do vertical stripes. We get a lot of grids, but we don't get a lot of vertical stripes. And there's something about a vertical stripe in a wider width that just looks so sexy. And when you tear it and you have a raw edge, it's so good. And this color is like one of my favorite colors. So let me show you what that looks like on paper. And you see my chicken scratch here with the handwriting, but let me zoom in. So you can see those. And then you can see my notes. So, oh, wait, no, we don't want to look at my notes because you're going to get spoilers. But let me show you again. There is that washi. And I like whenever I get a scallop, I've started swatching it flipped on either side because you can get different looks depending on how you flip the scallops. So the planner subscription comes with a sticker book. It comes with papers, it comes with washi, and then it comes with like an additional stationery item. The additional stationery item for January 2026 is, do this under the table so it's not quite as loud. Adhesive pockets. So you're going to get a set of three adhesive pockets. So these have, stick them on the back and you can put stuff in them, stickers, receipts, photos, and you can stick them directly into your planner. So here's the first one. Our theme for the planner subscription, January 2026, is books and blooms, which I think is going to be very popular because people like books. Everyone's in their reading era, right? Everyone's a reading girly. That's like, it's the thing, right? So I think this one's going to be popular. I think the color collection here is really beautiful. And these pockets are excellent. I'm actually very tempted to put one of them in this planner. I'm just not quite ready to do that yet, but I kind of want to. I don't know. But here's the second one. And again, you just peel this off, stick it down. It's going to stick best to paper or cardstock. And then you have your pocket here. This one has a little birdie with your books. And then the last one is my favorite. It just says book on it, but it has like a script font or like handwritten letter underneath it. I like that brown color. It's like a cool tone brown. And then you have your pocket. So like if I wanted to, either in the front or the back of this planner, which the Hemlock and Oak doesn't have pockets on it, if I wanted to like decorate this, maybe, oh, hold on guys. This is the inside of this planner. I haven't decorated it yet. Pause. In addition to the items we've seen so far, you get double-sided papers in an A5 size. This is a B5 sized minimalist planner, meaning it doesn't have goal setting pages, but it's a little bit thinner than a typical Hemlock and Oak planner. And these double-sided sheets are A5 size. So here's your first sheet, and then the other side. There's this guy. Ooh, that's sexy. This one. And then we have our bookshop and really pretty kind of script. So my thought was when I saw the adhesive pockets, because I do think it would be cool to put it down in this planner, and I haven't fully decorated this planner yet. People often ask like, okay, well, what do I do with papers, collage papers? I did a whole video on the Archer and Olive channel about collage papers and adding papers, ripped paper, into notebooks, and you can certainly use them in planners as well. So you could rip this up and do all kinds of fun kind of collagey things. Because it's an A5 size, if you have her disc bound planner or any other like disc bound A5 or even a rings A5, you can punch these and use them like dashboards in your planner. So use them as dashboards, rip them up and use them as scrap papers. You've got 6 different designs to choose from. But what I was thinking was like, I could easily fit an A5 sheet like this, like glue this down here. And then once this kind of changes the color a little bit, I could add like a pocket here. So as I'm opening my planner, I've got little, pocket maybe for stickers I'm planning on using in this planner or something like that. Or I could do the same thing over here, put the pocket here. So all kinds of different things you could do. I'm going to set this aside because I need to strategize how I want to do this. And that's not the point of this video, but the stationery items in the January box are super nice, especially as people are getting into new planner setups for the new year. Maybe you are a reader and you're setting up a new reading journal. You could so easily pop these guys in and have a nice themed, ooh, that's so pretty, a nice themed reading journal with these decorative elements. If you're using the Archer and Olive reading journal where it's like prefab, you could still do the same thing. You could glue this to the inside front cover page if you wanted to, if you have the A5 reading journal. And then if you maybe have sticky notes or something that you want to save for your reading journal, you could layer this down. And this is clear, so I'm guessing you can kind of see, yeah, a little bit of a frosted finish, but you could add, this into your Archer and Olive reading journal as well. So very, very cool. Now this is a subscription, right? So if you subscribe anytime in January and get this subscription, you're auto renewed, right, to continue subscribing. I don't know about pausing, anything like that. So you'd have to reach out to Amber from Planything to ask about how the subscription actually works. So we're going to get to the plan with me in just a moment, but we have to take a look at, oh my gosh, already I'm like all about this. We've got to get to the sticker book. We'll do a quick flip of the sticker book, and then we will use said sticker book and washi tape to set up my week in the Hemlock and Oak planner. So let's actually just set this aside for a hot minute and take a look at this. I haven't seen this yet, so I'm very, very excited to see what we got going on. Let's zoom in. Make sure you guys can see that okay. Okay, so Books and Blooms. This is a 20-sheet sticker book, and it comes in the planner subscription. And we can get right into it. She has some of my favorite scene making stickers. She does lots of buildings and like shrubbery and whatnot, so you can create like full scenes in your planner. I feel like that's what she's known for with all of her like houses and trees and stuff. So she does varying sizes of deco stickers. So this is our first sheet. This is matte and clear. And we have kind of a green colorway for all of our different books and plants. We're going to get 2 sheets of those. And then matching, we have our bookstores in that kind of green colorway. Various sizes and different like rooftops. Get 2 sheets of those still in the matte clear. Oh, those are cute. Now we've got some reading out in the park. I was going to say the Washi subscription is definitely feels more like spring, Eastery, and summer. And I like that in January because by the time you get it, if you're a planner, if you're a decorative planner, you're probably setting up planners for spring. Like you're probably kind of moving along and getting to that point anyways. So you're going to have everything that you need way in advance. Like this to me is like spring picnic reading in the park. And we've got various sizes. This is going to be kiss cut. So it's going to float beautifully on your page and it looks really cool layered underneath functional boxes. So we have 2 sheets of those. And then our paper sheets are going to be our functional boxes. They are a little bit thicker of a paper material, which I like for kind of framing out. I like to add black as much as possible when I'm using colorful boxes like this. So what I would do is kind of add a blackout frame, maybe do some dashes, and maybe that's something that we do today. But we've got a variety of different sizes. I like that Amber always does circles in her functional pages. I just think they look cool, and not a lot of sticker book, like small shop sticker book makers do this shape. They always do vertical boxes. So I like that she changes it up with the circle boxes. We also have bullets as well, which I like to throw around like confetti. And you're going to get 2 sheets of those that match that first kind of color collection. Next collection, different style of books, much more ornate. This reminds me of one of the Archer and Olive notebooks, actually. It was like an heirloom, I think, that was like embroidered. Kind of looks like that. Very, very pretty. 2 sheets of those. This would be so good for a reading journal, for sure. Then we have some like smaller bookshops and some people reading books. This color, oh my gosh. Look at that. That's perfection. Everything is on purpose and cohesive, which I think is lovely. Like these 2 washies would work so well. This is my favorite colorway of the ones we've seen so far. Here we've got more kind of like springy, Eastery with like the florals. This would probably work well with the Washi subscription sets. So we've got florals and books. Then we have our functional boxes that go with what we've just seen. 2 sheets of those. Oh, I was not expecting line art. Oh, that's awesome. So we have like line art books. Oh my gosh. Do you guys know what I'm thinking? If you've been around for a hot minute, do you know what I'm thinking? Oh my gosh. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. You will see it in a video at some point. I'm not going to do it today. I'm very tempted. I don't have time today. But I already know what I'm using this for. Stay tuned, you guys. We have 2 sheets of those, thank goodness, because we're going to have a lot of fun with those. And then these are clear. I thought they were going to be on paper. I actually prefer them in clear. This is nice. So these are quote strips, but they have that nice like aged paper look, but they're actually on matte transparent sticker paper. So these are going to look lovely on your thinner paper planner. So if you're in like a Sterling ink or a Just Scribble, anything like that, and you don't want to add a lot of bulk to your page, these are going to look lovely. Let me read a couple of these. Looks like we get two sheets of these. So many books, so little time. I read because one life is not enough. Books are the most effective form of time travel. Reading gives us some place to go when we have to stay where we are. Reading is an endless journey to explore new worlds. A good book is an event in my life. My quietest joy is chapter 1. A book is a device to ignite the imagination. Reading is the passport to an adventurous life. Books are a source of endless fascination. I cannot live without books. I fall in love with sentences. Books are the most magical thing in the world. The right book finds you when you need it most. Reading is to the mind what exercise is to the body. I agree with that. Reading gives us some place to go when we have to stay where we are. I just love that. So we get 2 sets of these, and that is Books and Blooms. So it's 20 sticker sheets, but they're duplicate pages, so you get 10 unique sticker sheets. And I've had comments all the time just about like the pricing of things. And remember, this is a small shop. She does this on her own. This is her livelihood. And when you think about the cost of an individual sticker sheet, if you're looking at a small shop on Etsy, an individual sticker sheet's often somewhere in the $4 to $5 range. So when you look at sticker books are always, even if you think a sticker book at $20 is too expensive, when you look at the cost of individual sticker sheets, the equivalent of 20 sticker sheets would be, or even if it's 10 sticker sheets, it's going to be, let's say it's $5 per sheet, it's going to be $50. And the subscription from Planything is 40 with tariffs. So, and you get everything else. You get the washi, you get the paper, and the adhesive pockets for this month. So I'm just pointing that out because we all have different budgets, right? We all have different work, we have different responsibilities, we have different bills. And so what is fair to you might be unfair to somebody else. What is in your budget for someone else might not be in budget for you. And everything is relative to the experiences that we have in life. I don't know why I feel like I need to say this now, but I've had a couple comments like, oh, the smaller sticker books, when they have repeat pages, it's not quite as good of a value. And I always go back to, this is a small shop. And if you were to purchase sticker sheets individually, sticker books are always a better value than individual sticker sheets. So I don't know, want to throw that out there because I actually think that's a really great sticker book. Okay, so let's jump into it. And we're jumping into this week. This is the week of January 5th. And I do have colorful boxes here in case I need to do more boxes. I'll leave that nearby. But let's jump to the Books and Blooms and, of course, our washi. So I have a lot of room to play in this planner. I do like to keep the vertical view pretty clean because I do add functional things. So a lot of the deco we're going to do really around the perimeter of the page. And in looking at this vibes, although I've done this recently, I am going to call back to my typewriter font stickers from Perky's Papery to do some, I think, decorative dating, because I do think that's going to look nice with the book theme. Typewriter font book theme makes sense to me. So I'm going to just right off the bat, I'm going to cover up the top here. And this washi tape, I can tell, is a nice width here for this section of the planner. So we're going to cover up the whole thing. If I can, there we go. Cover all the way across and just rip that guy. So we are slowly transforming this guy. And since we did a little bit there, I think I want to, we'll bracket a little bit. Let's do the bottom as well. So if you saw my planner lineup video, you know that I have multiple planners for the year. 3 of them are kind of journaling related. They're not planner related, so there's no crossover of information. But I do have basically 3 planners that do have some duplicate information. This is one of them. And I just wanted the size of this one to be able to see things a little bit better for each week. So that's why this one kind of is a catch-all for family life stuff with an emphasis on time blocking and really auditing my week. And I really like it. I've only been in it I've been playing in it off camera. You guys haven't seen, but I've been loving how it's set up. So we've just incorporated washi. Okay, washi pretty much is always for me a nice foundation. And, you know, anything I do on one page, I want to make sure it's on the other page. Anything I do on the top, I want to do on the bottom, etc. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to run this along here to separate my hourly time blocking from the lower section, which is really just going to be brain dumping for the week. And I'm okay with the hourly ending at 10, so I don't need to extend further down. So lay down that scallop. It's kind of a modified scallop. That's pretty. It almost looks like lace, don't you think? I like it. So now I want to get to some decorative elements. And actually, let's see, I'm going to change things up a little bit. I'm going to do the decorative dating first. And in order to do that, I'm going to use these circles for my dates. And I'm going to change things up by, I'm going to cut them. So I'm going to make domes. Domes, domes, domes. So I'm just going to cut each one in half. Whoop. I'm going to do it just like that. I'm going to vary the colors a little bit. We put this guy here. And then sometimes I do the decorative dating last, or like I'm unsure if I want to do the decorative dating. So it kind of gets put off, but I definitely want to do it today. Put this guy, let's see, we have pink, teal. Put this guy here. And then I like doing things in sets of 3. So we have the washi being laid down. We have the half circles being laid down. And then basically where the half circle meets the washi is where I'm going to put the days of the week. And then once we have that down, I'll have a good sense for how cluttered or like what the spread kind of looks like. So I'm going to grab my days of the week that are typewriter font. I did use these recently. These are from Perky's Papery. And we're going to go with the larger days in that typewriter font. And I'm going to put them right, I'm going to drop them just below. It's like on the line, but a little bit below. Can you guys see that? Maybe I should zoom in a little bit. So on it, but just lower. Because I think we're going to add numbers. Technically, you don't really have to because you do have it identified on the calendar. But I am going to do it. And I like these on paper for this planner. And when you're layering like this, because that white border on the paper sticker makes things much easier to see. I'm loving this so far. I wouldn't have to add anything else after this and I would be satisfied. But we shall keep going with some decorative elements. And then I do want to put in some call out boxes for things that I know are happening this week. Let's get Sunday down there. I don't know if I have typewriter numbers. Do those exist? If you guys know of a shop that has done typewriter numbers that would match these, y'all holler at me, please. And actually, since we're breaking out the typewriter, I'm gonna actually use more of Brandy's stickers because I've got sticker header custom stickers that can be used this week, and everything will be a matchy. Okay, so we've done that. I do need my dates though. So let me think. We could do, where's my numeric essentials, or one of my date sticker books from a Mojo Jojo Plans. That's pastel dates. I need clear dates. Ugh. Hold on, guys. Need to do a deep dive into my the cabinet next to me. I've got Date It 2.0. Does Date It 2.0 have clear? Oops, sorry friends. It does have clear. Cool. We'll go with clear stickers. So this is Date It 2.0. None of these are quite like what I'm going for. Font wise, but she's got some really small numbers, which is nice. Normally I like big numbers and smaller days of the week, but we're going to do the reverse today. So what I need is the teeny numbers. Yeah, I want like teeny tiny numbers. Make sure these stick on there. I've got so many layers. Hopefully those stay. Okay, so this is for the 5th. Let's see, they're very small. I'm actually okay with that. Am I okay with that? Do I want it to be a little bolder? Kind of. Hold on, let's see what. These like just don't match. Y'all, we need typewriter numbers. We're going bigger. Ugh. I wish that it was a little smaller. Can I lift this up? Lower it a little bit. I wish the font was a little different. Oh man. Y'all, this is why I need to do a live plan with me one of these days. We're gonna go with the bigger. If I can lift this one up. It does not want to come off. All right, hopefully the number 5 will kind of, doesn't really cover that, but that's okay. Let's get the rest of these guys down, and then we'll get into the some decorative elements, and then I will add the things I know about this week. So I know for sure that we don't have daycare on Monday and Tuesday. So not likely going to be working. I gotta say, I still haven't fully, it still blows my mind. It's been a year, over a year, since I quit my career to basically be brought home to be basically a full-time content creator and a mom. And it still blows my mind that this is the life that I have. And I'm so thankful that God has allowed the platform to flourish over the last year, to the point where, you know, it's okay. I don't have to work Monday and Tuesday. I can have my full attention on my daughter, and it's awesome. It's awesome. I don't have to, with, you know, no daycare Monday, Tuesday, I don't need to tell my boss, like, sorry, dude. But we have like childcare issues, and so I have to work from home, or I need to take a vacation day or whatever. Like the fact that I mean, this was one of the reasons why I quit, was like I need to be able to care for my family better and to have more flexibility. And I see the provision of that in moments like this, when or weeks like this, when I can easily just not film Monday and Tuesday. So I had an extra half circle, so just to kind of complete the look of this over here, I added that. Now I just need to make sure that I have some sort of like header for that section. So what I'm going to do is, again, we haven't gotten to like tons of decorative stuff, but I do want to add some stuff onto my dailies. And I know I've got an event on Thursday. So what we're going to do is jump over to this guy. I don't know the width of these. I'm guessing these are pretty standard 1.5 inch stickers. Let me find the more kind of bluey ones. Those are more kind of green. Oh wait, we got to go to this collection. So do we want to do this collection? I should have thought about which color collection I was going to do, because I did the circles from the first collection. Maybe what I'm going to, because I want to use this, I think I want to do this collection. So because of that, oh, I should have done these circles instead. Okay, before I add boxes, let's do the decorative elements, and then we'll get into the actual vertical layout. So I'm re-strategizing as I go here, because I took the wrong colors. I don't think that's that big of a deal, but I just really love these ones a lot. But we can have a pretty good time with the picnicky ones too. I want to stick to this one sticker book as much as possible. So I'm going to grab this sticker here, and I'm going to throw it in this corner right there. That's pretty. And do we want to have two next to each other, like people are hanging out? Let's see if we can get the grass to align. I think we can. So this is like a whole situation. I'm just going to layer these all next to each other. They have to make sense though. So this is like a bunch of friends. A bunch of friends are reading books together. It's a reading book party. Too much? Might be a little too much. This works fine, but I think if I do this one, it might be too much. Let me think about this for a second. I think so, because of the flowers. I think it's a little bit too much. And I think the grass is not a good match for that one. So I think we're going to stay with this. And then on the other side, we're going to do a neighborhood of bookstores. And we're going to start with this one, because this one has a cool, it's like a cool corner shop. So the cool corner shop gets to go on the corner. Oops. The guy went down a little crooked. And then across the street, we have, it's like a whole little neighborhood. Let's see if we can kind of line up our streets just like that. Placement is key here. And varying heights, I think, is always quite nice as well. Let's go with this one. Ooh, but that one has a bistro table. We're going to go with the one with the bistro table. They're offering something a little bit different than the corner spot. Again, I'm trying to align the streets like that. We need a bone. Bone is a paper folding tool, which I use with clear stickers to really gel them down. If you only have one planner for all your things, you might not want to cover up the bottom with all these stickers. That's totally cool. But because I have multiple systems and this is meant to be a blown out view of my week, and my focus really is on auditing my week, auditing my time, I care more about keeping this available than this space. I have other places that I can do some brain dumping if I need to. So got those guys. Let me gel these ones down. And I would like to see a little bit of a break up here though. So while this is my favorite colorway, we just couldn't pull it together. So we'll go back to these functional boxes. And I don't know what I need to call out for the week, but what I can do is, if I need to call anything out, we will use these boxes. Put one there, and I'm going to do one a little bit lower, maybe right there. And then I can do a functional guy here as well. If I need to call anything out. And then this would be an excellent spot if we want to add a quote. My quietest joy is chapter 1. My quietest joy is chapter 1. I'm just going to add this like perfectly aligned right there. And I think we can do one more like right here. Or we can do one right here. I really like the, where is it? This one. Reading gives us some place to go when we have to stay where we are. And I'm going to do this over our little picnic party. We're not doing anything fancy or wonky about it. I really appreciate that these stickers are cut like headers, that they're not kiss cut. They lay really nicely. So I just love the way the bottom looks. So if I need to call something out, I can. If I need additional space here, I can add something. We can also add, let's add one more decorative element right at the bottom here. And maybe it's a bookshelf. Wait a second. Hold up. Just curious if what a bookshelf would look like up here instead of the washi. Actually, I think I'd like that better. If it's too late, it's too late. But I don't think it's too late. We're going to add this bookshelf, and that is a very, very nice fit in this column. Go down one more. There we go. And it's covering just a little bit of what really is the week of February, so I'm not sweating that. Now, I'm not typically a bullets person, but when in Rome, And just to add a little bit more cutesy moments, I can take these bullets here and just cover up, move things over a little bit. Let's zoom in. And just alternate the colors a little bit, going all the way down. Typically use them for confetti, but look at me using them actually like bullets. Keeping myself on my toes. These are they're not hard to lift up because of the paper material, but I try not to crinkle the paper as much as possible. There we go. And then that's that guy. Should we go all the way down? Sure. We'll just keep alternating colors all the way down. Or I could put another kind of functional box right here. Maybe I'll do that. I want to put one more functional box here. Kind of want to go a little bit lower. Way too late. We're a little too late. So let's put this guy back down. Just like that. I was thinking I would put one more bullet. Can we fit another bullet? Oh, it's kind of cramped. We'll leave it just like that. It's just spaced a little bit more. Okay, so now we need to actually put in my plans for the week that I know about for now. Like I said at the beginning, this planner, I focus on the hourly time blocking component of it. And so I only put in the things that I know for sure are blocking my day. And then I do back planning in this. So for my life as a mom with schedules of multiple people to manage, I often at the end of the day will feel incredibly exhausted, and I'll feelings really don't mean anything. I mean, I need to be careful how I say that. Feelings aren't always based on reality. They are based on our lenses through which we see things, right? So I might feel like, oh, I'm exhausted and I feel like I got nothing done today. Right off the bat, I know when I remove my feelings, I know that is not actually true. So what I typically do in this style of layout is I pre-plan all the things that I know going on this week. And I put them within the context of the day. And then at the end of the day or the next day, usually at the end of the day after Esther goes to bed, I go back and I write down what I did in the blocks of time that I had so that I can see, okay, Wednesday, you feel like you did nothing and you're exhausted, so you know you must have done something. Okay, what did you actually do? Okay, let me think. After I dropped off Esther, I stopped at the post office and I came home, and then what did I do? Oh, I did the dishes before going out to the office to film. Okay, what did I film? And I write things down so that at the end of the week, I can see really in the weeds, what did I actually do this week? And I can see it contextually with some really pretty deco. So I don't write in everything when I'm setting up my planner for the week. When I say planner setup, I really mostly mean the decorative elements and then the call out boxes that I know about. So instead of adding more boxes, I'm going to, actually I could, let me go to the stickers that I know I have, or I need to use for this week. So I'm gonna pull out the stickers I know I want, and then we'll go from there. So I know that I have 2 meetings. So I need a meeting. I need a meeting. Boop, 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 boop. I know that I have one of my meetings is a mom's meeting, so that one can go with that one. I obviously know that I'm going to church on Sunday, so I'll grab the church. I'm not sure we're going to have a small group on the 5th, but I'm going to pull that out and lay it down just in case. I know that we have no daycare, so I need the no daycare for Monday and Tuesday. And then I know I got the days of the week already, no daycare. I drop off stickers. Do I have any appointments? No. Small group done. Turn play date. Do you need to use stickers for this kind of stuff? No. But I like using stickers. So I like things looking cohesive. So I have an Archer and Olive meeting. So I'm stacking. I did custom scripts as general as possible, like meeting instead of Archer and Olive meeting, because there's other contexts for meetings and there's other contexts for Archer and Olive. Do I have any deadlines? I don't think I have any deadlines. Let's see. YouTube post. I am going to use one of the boxes down below for my YouTube schedule. And let's see. Did you guys see one that said work? I might need to ask Brandy for wait. That's what I want. So I'm going to put a work one down for the first 4 days of the week. I try not to, and I don't work on weekends, or in theory, I don't work on weekends, and I don't work Fridays because Esther doesn't have daycare on Fridays in the mornings. And so I try to just pretend like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday they don't exist work-wise. So let me show you how we're going to do this next. Do I want to do them in boxes or do I want to leave them loosey-goosey? I think I want to do where are my colorful boxes? I think I'm going to use my dash boxes. If I can find them. I just had my colorful box sticker book. Oh, it's right here. Oh, heavens to Betsy. So, I'm going to try to keep these guys. So those are all in the back. So this is, did I already tell you guys about this? This is just a reusable album I got on Amazon, and I put a lot, this is basically all Planner Kate stickers, maybe some Hand Can Plan, but mostly Planner Kate. These are stickers that I've just taken off from various kits, and I put them in rainbow order because I care less about the kits than I do about finding colors that match non-Planner Kate decorative stickers. So I want to do the same colors for like items. So I know there is no daycare Monday, Tuesday, and I'm looking at these colors up here. This is like a peachy corally color, and it's Wednesday and on. So I think I can do peachy corally for Monday, Tuesday. So I'm going to jump over here and see if I can find a color that is close enough. That's kind of bright. And that's more pink. It's not always going to be a perfect match, but yeah, it's a little bit more pinky. And actually, look at these. These might be kind of fun. That's actually a very nice match. So I'm going to put right up at the top these guys. And I don't care about the 6 a.m. block. So I'm going to do that swatchy color for no daycare. And that's kind of like covering the entire day. Then I know I want work labels, and I'm not sure where those are going to fall. Let's put the drop off pickup. So drop off for Esther is going to be typically around here. And I do this because I do the same thing every day, but I really like to see the context of everything, like how my day is actually going to flow. And then I know that I have, let's do some colorful things. Let's find maybe a blue color for church, kind of match the, it's going to be more of this like kind of tealy color. And kind of my, oh, that's way greener. So we got to go back to my green section. So I have two kind of faith related, no, well, technically 3 faith related things this week. I have my mom's meeting. I have church. Ooh, we could do these ones. Again, it's a little different, but it's probably close enough. The one thing though with the mom's meeting is it covers a longer period of time, and I do like to actually do time blocking. So I'm going to use, I'm going to break a lot of rules here. I'm going to use one of these guys, and this is going to be, I'm going to lift this up because I do have to drop Esther off a little bit earlier, but this is going to be, that's kind of big. I don't need that much space for moms. I'm trying to find a, I mean, I could do more of a fun, like green one, like a scalloped one. It's too bright. Finding the perfect box. That's always the challenge, right? Not exactly a color match, but not terrible if I wanted to go with this. This guy will fit. Mom goes until almost 12. So what I'd like to do is find a box that kind of covers a larger span of time. Is this the one that's kind of close? A little pinky. Yeah, I don't think I like that one. Got some taupey colors. What takes the longest for me in like setups is picking my stickers. So if you don't struggle with indecision like I do, you're set. You know, it doesn't have to take you as long to decorate things as it takes me. Indecision. That one's not bad. We're gonna put drop off back down. And then mom's does go a little bit, the timing is off on this box, but maybe if we cover the box, it won't be as serious. If we cover the times, we're going to do that. We're going to slightly cover the time. This will help show that it basically fills in this block. Like I can't do any work until after 12, which that gives me room. So I know where I'm going to work on this day. So we're going to do mom's meeting here. And then I know that then I probably won't get to work until I'm going to put it here. And then I will actually just list out what I did for work on in the grids. I had said I wanted to do my maybe YouTube posting stuff here. Maybe we'll do it here. Here. let's do it here because I think I'm going to need a little bit more room. So I'll put my YouTube schedule down there, and then work on this day is going to be able to begin pretty quickly. So I'm going to put this at the 10 o'clock spot. And then again, I will list the things I'm doing for work there. Small group can get a call out box. And maybe I keep it just super neutral. I think that's going to be the easiest thing to do. So that's a very similar color. Small group is typically around here, but it is a longer period of time. This is kind of a neutral guy. Was this the same? No, it's a little different. But that one is the same. Scallop on scallop. Should we do that? No, I think it's too much. And just so this kind of matches, we'll go with this guy. Small group is typically about 5:45 to 7:30. Throw that guy down. That guy there. And what other labels? Church needs some love, and then work. Work on Monday, Tuesday will likely be when Esther is napping. I'm going to hold off on laying the work stickers down to see how these days actually play out, and I will add them after the fact. Though I do have that Archer and Olive meeting that I want to add. So I'm going to go back to slightly different. I think this is the perfect color match. So I have an Archer and Olive meeting here. I think these are just a tad too long. If I can, there we go. Just kind of space it a little bit differently, and grab my I'm going to go outside the box here, but the color just kind of highlights it, which is fine. So Archer and Olive meeting there. And then the last one is Choich. Church. There are a couple service options, and we've kind of been trying different times. So this is thankfully a removable sticker, so I can lay this guy down anywhere. We can presume 10, or excuse me, 9, but good chance that is going to change. These stickers, the Perky's Papery ones, are not repositionable, so we put them on a repositionable sticker and we are good. The other thing that we do on Sundays after church is we typically go grocery shopping, and very tempted to add a little guy. It's a pretty close color, but I'm not going to add a shopping. I'll add that down if we end up doing it. I think that's all I need to do for now. I could add it. More structure is going to be added when I actually get to this week. Like I said, I do some after the pen, or not after the pen. I do post planning. What is it called, guys? Back planning. So what's going to end up happening to finish up my planner, which won't happen on camera, is just anything. This will be where I need to put any notes for the week. I'll put my YouTube posting stuff here. Whatever I want to put here will end up here. I will end up probably drawing a line to show my work window here and here. And then this technically is work. So maybe what I'll do is ask if my mom can watch Esther Monday afternoon, in which case this becomes a big work window. This is essentially when she naps as well. And then Tuesday with no daycare, I'll have a work window here. And then at the end of the week, once I've put in how I actually spent my time, I will see what happened this week, which I really need to, keep in mind as I look into the next week. What didn't work? Where are my margins, etc. One of the things that is really important to me in 2026 is like daily devotional time and quiet time and doing the Bible recap. So what I'll probably start incorporating in future planning sessions is marking out my daily Devo. And actually I'm pretty sure I did custom scripts with Brandy for daily Devo. That would be something I can add at the top. Appointment. Maybe not. In which case that is another. Oh, you know what? The 2 film. I do want a 2 film sticker. That's what's going to go in for this box. Just so at a quick glance, this is going to be in another planner as well, but this will help me remember what videos I need to focus on this week. So we'll do 2 film there. But I was looking for Daily Devo. Maybe I didn't do a Daily Devo custom. Add that to the list. Deliverables. We'll do one more check, and then we will call it a video. Lots of work headers, meeting, steering team. Daily Devo! Huzzah! Oh, you know what? And I can use a reading sticker in that other box. It is helpful if you lay a box down. It's helpful to have a plan for how you're going to use the box. I don't often do that, but it is nice. I didn't really go in boxes with these ones, so I'm going to add this right here. Typically, I go inside the box, but we're going to change things up. So then Daily Devo, we're going to put at, I kind of took the 6 o'clock spot away. So for Monday, Tuesday, I'm putting it in the 7 o'clock spot, but I know that that's probably going to happen earlier. Really trying to start my day earlier. And I'm going to run this all the way across the top, like in the 6 o'clock spot. And then we will call it a video. So what did we do today? We did an unboxing of the January 2026 planner subscription and the Washi subscription from Planything. And we set up my week using mostly stickers from Planything, but I did add some functional scripts and a couple of extra boxes for my daily spreads. Fun! We did lots of things, and I love how this turned out. Let me see if you guys can see this all fine. Oh yeah. So let me lift it up though as I roll over plastic. So here you can see what we're looking like. I think it looks pretty. I like it. It's functional and it's pretty. When people ask like, oh, why do you decorate your planner? 2 reasons, 2 primary reasons. One, the pleasure of sitting down with tweezers and creating a piece of art. Okay, that's the first one. The second one, there is something incredibly satisfying about flipping through a planner that's full of writing and has decorations on it. After the pen spreads, after the pen planners are just it's just, you just feel like your planner is full of stories of like the life that you've led over the course of the year. Or if you're only in a planner for 3 months, like what your life looked like for 3 months, what stickers drew your attention, what things you were trying creatively. It is just beautiful. And I love it, especially in Hemlock and Oak's paper in this larger size. That is why I have a couple duplicate systems for 2026, because the creative experience is so different. And the way I make sense of my week and my days is different based on the layout I'm using. And this for auditing is so nice. So I get to see, at the end of the year or however long I'm in this planner, I can see like, what did my day look like? And I might not feel the same way or like think of my B6 Just Scribble planner in the same way as I look at this one, which kind of has more of a memory keeping element to it. All right, friends, if you have any questions about Planything, definitely let me know. If it's about subscription stuff, I would definitely just reach out to her directly because I'm not exactly an expert, but this is a really beautiful way to kick off 2026, and I'm excited to see what else she has in store. If you decide to shop, I will leave my Planything affiliate link in the description box. I will also leave Perky's Papery in the description box as well if you want to check out some of her customs. Planner Kate is plannerkate.com. Everybody knows that. I think so. And yeah, so links and discount codes will be in the description box. Come hang out with me on Instagram. My handle is The Joyful Sojourn. And if you want to hang out with me again sometime, I sure hope that you do. Please consider subscribing to my channel. Until next time, friends, God bless you. God bless you and keep you. Do something creative today, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.